Hello, hello, and welcome to the Saturday morning board game show. I'm Will.
Ryan.
Anna. Sarah.
And the people in the back!
I thought she was going to say, like, welcome to the show, thanks for joining us, but we got Sarah, so that's alright. Sarah's here, everybody's here. We're ready to play some
Definitely
games.
need some more coffee.
It's been a long week. We all just got, a lot of us just got back from GenCon in Indianapolis last week. We've had a chance to bring the hall in, play as many of the games as we could this week, and we've got a bunch of them to show you today. We're going to be showing some brand new games that we just brought back. We've got a couple from Origins and some other places that we've managed to pick up as well. We're excited to be able to hang out this morning with you. Let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from. We always love chatting with you guys and hanging out. Ryan's running the switcher over here, ready to chat it up. We always like to start our episode by giving a shout out to our sponsors. One of those is Game Toppers. We've got 2 of those out this morning. They also fit together and form one giant table, which is pretty fantastic. And then our other sponsor is The Op, and we're going to be playing one of their games right now.
Let's jump in.
Sarah, you can teach us how to play?
I will.
Let's do
All
it.
right, this is Flip 7. Now this box itself is a promotional box that we were able to pick up. So there is a nicer version of this out in the wild.
Even nicer? It's all like fluorescent-y? What's the word for it?
Looks kind
I
of
think
shiny.
it has a nicer box.
Okay.
Anyway, this is a press your luck game. So you are trying to get as many points as possible without getting a duplicate card. So, Will.
Hit me.
All right. We got a 5.
When she says duplicate cards, there are actually, did you say the number of
I
cards
did
that are
not.
in the deck?
The
So
numbers
there
go,
are 10 10s in the deck, 5
12.
5s in the deck.
I'm
He literally
assuming
hit me.
Brian
Is that what just happened?
wants to go in.
We've already got 2 9s on the table.
Ooh, freeze.
Uh-oh.
You have to stop there. So there are some
Only
cards
nine.
in the deck that have an action. So Anna has to stop at 9.
You were
That might
so
be
bad
safe.
at
You
this.
never know.
I got a 10.
Oh, she got another 10. Yeah, do me again. 7.
You took that, so hit me.
8. Anna's out.
I'm out.
No!
Oh! There you go. All right.
No.
So
You
I
guys
have more
keep going.
points than Ryan currently. I could take another one, but I'm just going to hold. What do you got? Are you going to push it?
Hit me.
Oh!
All right, so I'm the only one to score. Oh, no, Anna does score 9 points for the round. I tally up my score. These cards go, they don't go back to the deck,
They
so
go
we
on a
could
discard.
count.
Those numbers are gone.
All right, Will is the
All
new
right, here
dealer.
we go.
All right.
We start off with 1.
All
All right, so I'm 5.
Yeah,
Got it.
You gonna go again?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hit me.
Oh,
Oh,
8.
plus
Oh, that's
8.
nice. That's
Booyah!
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
I shuffled
Did you
well.
shuffle?
You had to
yes.
one-up me.
I don't think so. I don't believe it.
I shuffled
Times 2.
times
If I did a
2.
10, then this is a setup. 11. Okay, I'll take it.
Hit me.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Flip 3.
Oh, okay, here we
All right,
go.
so Will has to
He has to flip
Required. Ah! Bust.
That was a close one.
Bust.
All right.
Well, since you took that 10 from me, hit me. Whoo!
You got her 11.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh man, times
Ooh.
2.
Ooh.
Hit me.
Oh, he's still in there.
Sure.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's a big one.
One more.
That's the first
Yes.
one we've seen, though.
One more.
Oh, why am I getting all the low numbers?
Yeah, you're getting low numbers.
Low is nice, though. You're not.
No, but
I'm
I
gonna
got
stay.
it times
I'm gonna
2.
stay.
Yeah, but not nearly as likely to get busted. You got
I'm
both.
gonna stay.
Sarah, what are you doing?
I'll go one more.
One more. Now, when you hit 7.
0.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
One more,
6.
Sarah. One
But
more. One more.
only the number cards count, not the
Oh, 2 more.
extra cards.
Come on, let's do it.
Yeah.
Push
Guys,
it.
got times 2.
Yes.
There we go.
I think I'm gonna stop.
No, you gotta go 7 cards.
No, I want
Well,
to.
7's only plus 15.
No, it doesn't count that one.
It doesn't count the times
You-
2.
You gotta
Only
flip
a
7,
6.
Sarah. You gotta flip 7.
Okay, I'll do
Do
one
it,
more.
do it for the people at home. Do you guys
Okay.
want her to do
This
it?
is for the kids at home.
All right.
Doesn't even matter. Ah! All right, so then you play until
I don't
somebody
even know
goes
the math on this.
200 points. Is that what it is? I think
200.
200. And then
You
your
just
game
got
ends,
35.
but As you can see, pretty exciting. A little bit of action in there.
2,
Nice and quick and easy.
26 times 2. Nice. I caught back up after
You
busting
did.
last
Well
time.
done. All right, that's flip 7. Let's head on over to the table, see what they got going on over there.
Welcome to the table. We have a game called Turn a Nog from Grand Gamers Guild. This is designed by Isaac Shalev and Jason Singerland, and this has just recently come out, and it's coming back, a reprint, to Kickstarter. Tell us a little bit about that, Melissa.
I believe on Tuesday there's going to be a Kickstarter for Turn a Nog and a expansion, and then they might have 1 or 2 other games on that Kickstarter that you can also get. I think one of them might be an escape room type game. But it's sold out at GenCon.
Ooh, great. Well, this game is sort of an abstract strategy type game where you are placing out your... Who are we? We're musicians?
Celtic storytellers.
Ooh, and we're going to... There's different phases in the game. The first phase is for us all to place out our little pawns, and Hannah is the first player. We've actually already played round 1, so we're sort of jumping into round 2 here.
And I will put mine here.
And I'm going to go there, and we just keep placing them around. And as you can see, we're placing them in between cards. And you can place them basically anywhere in between any of the cards.
I wasn't paying attention to what I wanted.
That's all right.
In advance, it's a good thing this isn't a real game.
This is totally a real game.
Well, I am playing with Melissa. Everything's a real game.
Uh-oh.
And Melissa, you get first pick.
Well, I have one more to put out first.
So basically, in this phase, we're placing our pawns out, and then in turn order, and then in reverse turn order, starting with Melissa, we get to pick a card up with a pawn. And then, during this phase, we're placing out a card into our tableau.
I am picking this card. I'm putting it into my hand.
My turn.
Then I am playing... I am playing it here. So I could choose any card, any of the cards in my hand.
I'm going to choose this 8 with this one. I'm going to place that here.
Thank you, Kevin, because I really wanted that 5.
There you go.
I'm going to actually place that 5
Ooh.
on my Children of Lurk, because I'm trying to get matching either numbers or colors up there.
Yes, we'll talk about the rows probably once we...
I know.
This one's going in my hand, but I am going to play it right away.
Everything matters.
Oh, this says add 1 to each card next to this card, the hearth card. So I
Next
actually
2 is going to be in the row.
in the row. Okay, sounds good. Just making sure. All right. Thank you, Melissa.
Some of the cards have special powers in them.
Take this one before it's gone. I'm gonna place that there.
Apparently, I have a few choices, but that's okay. I wanted that one anyway.
Yes. And then back to
Oh,
Melissa.
sorry. It has special things, but doesn't matter.
As you can see, we have a hand of cards, so it's not like we have to play the card that we pick. But sometimes you're looking for a specific card. So.
You gotta plan ahead.
Yep.
Plan ahead. Don't get stuck.
I am
Pulling this one up. I'm going to play this one down. So, Hannah's got the last one there. At the end of the round, you have to take one of your cards that you have in your hand and trash it. So your card hand is being limited each round. The game is over after a certain number of rounds. I think it's probably five rounds. So we just played the second round. As you can see, we're building out different tableaus. Talk a little bit about why we're putting cards in different
Alright, so
rows.
At the beginning of the game, we chose a scoring card for our top row, middle row, and bottom row, and all players are going to use the same scoring cards. There are lots of others that you can choose from, so each game is going to be a little bit different, but our top row for this game is when you lay a card, it either has to be the same color or the same value as the card to the left.
Yep.
And then at the end of the game, you'll score points for your lowest value card times 4.
Yep.
So we're trying to get high values.
If you ended right now, it'd be 7 times 4.
Right. But there will be usually 5 cards in each row by the end of the game. The middle row is you score cards if it is lower than the card to its right. So, like on this one, the 6 scores and the 4 scores because they are lower.
Yep.
And then for our bottom row, we're trying to get a run of cards. You score your largest run, and it's worth a scale of points. If you can get them all under 5, which I am not because I started with a 2, out of necessity, you get some extra points.
So it's not just laying these number cards. There's a lot of cards that have text on them, that have ongoing abilities, that have one-played abilities. So those can change the numbers, they can change the colors of the cards, they can change what's happening like with the cards next to you, like Melissa was saying, with my card, it's like, oh, this card is starting to change. The numbers are changing based on that.
So your 2 would actually
be a 3, which is not good in that because it's not a consecutive number.
Yeah.
So.
Hannah has one where for every card above 6, she adds 1 to the value of this one. So. And we have little tokens that you would start putting on them to show their new value, or their color can change. Yeah. You also score points for the largest grouping of each color.
At the end of the game.
Yes. Who has the most blue together? Who has the most yellow together? That sort of thing.
There's so many things to keep track of.
Yep. I don't know where the box cover went. Up there.
Right down there.
Bump heads. That is, I think it looks very beautiful. And
yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised. I didn't know going into this, what is this game all about? And I love the puzzle nature of it, trying to get the cards to put the right ones in the right spot.
And I don't know if we said this, 1 to 5 players. So, and that is Terranok from Grand Gamers Guild. Back to the couch.
Hey, we're back over here. I was just reading funny memes on Facebook. Sorry, I got distracted.
Wow, you're not even watching our show?
I mean, I already played that game. Hello, everybody. How's your Saturday going? Hope it's amazing. One of the next things we're going to be looking at actually is a book. This is a little bit of a different thing for us. I saw that you shared the campaign for Terranok. This is also on Kickstarter right now, I believe, if we want to try to find this.
Yep.
While at GenCon, we had the opportunity I did to sit down and interview Andrew Bosley, the illustrator, most famously known for Everdell, but he also just did Flock Together and River Valley Glassworks and several other games he's done. And it was really cool. I got to sit down with him and chat. If you aren't subscribed to our podcast, you should go do that. Our episode will be going live Monday, assuming Ryan gets to edit that. Good job, Ryan. And and you can just kind of listen into my chat. He's going to talk about this book as well as all the other things that he's got going on. This newest piece that he's working on is a just illustrated introduction to a world that he and his son have been working on for a number of years. He's been illustrating it. His son's been helping him come up with ideas for all the things that go on in this world. You can see that he's got some lovely illustrations. This is a introduction to the universe, and the plan, as far as he understands and as I heard, is that he's going to be working with Stonemaier to develop these games. This Bone, what's it called? I should probably remember the name. Smoking Bones Travel Guide. The Smoking Bones is the world. There's a Red Jones pirate who's in charge of it. This is one of the worlds, Brandomir, and so this is that introduction to the world. And it's going to be the introduction to the upcoming game. So Stonemaier has mentioned, apparently, I didn't hear this from him, but I have heard that there's a trilogy potentially in the works. So 3 different games that will be set in this universe. And so we got a sneak peek at the book, which is pretty fantastic. And not only are the illustrations amazing, but the stories that go with it are really cool. They introduce you to a number of different characters. And I assume all of those will be in the game as well. One of my favorites is, oh no, I'm not going to remember the name of it. It's this little mouse dude who's like a lucky figure who just shows up at magical times in the universe. And apparently the mouse is like hidden in every spread of the book or something like that.
Five goes west.
He's not a mouse though. He has a cooler name than that. And I don't remember what it was. But he's a lucky magical creature. And the idea is that I think the magic is like running out in this world. And so Red Jones has headed out to find these sources of magical power and to figure out how to reignite them. Seems very fun. Seems like a very cool world that they built out. And yeah, lots and lots of stuff in this pages. See if you can check out that Kickstarter. Yeah, what are they at right now? Let's see. Did you check the campaign total? I know they're successfully funded, and I don't know what the sky is the limit, obviously.
Just under 20,000.
20,000. So yeah, just right now I think the book, there might be some other additional like artist keepsake type things, but it's really an introduction to this whole thing that's coming. And oh yeah, we did happen to get an autograph version. So thank you, Andrew. Very cool. Yeah. We're also trying to get him to come to Tantrum Con. So if you're interested in that, let us know. Very cool guy. Really cool stuff that he's working on, and very excited to see the book and especially the games that are coming very soon. That's really all we got on the book. Are we ready back at the table already?
Quite.
See, you guys said it was going to be fast.
We are.
Let me read you.
30 seconds.
Oh, 30 seconds. Maybe I'll read you the introduction. Probably not that one. This is the dedication to his wife, which makes his life sweeter.
Aww.
The world is much bigger and older than you know, and far more magical. The question is, do you have eyes keen enough to see it, or a spirit strong enough to brave it? And most importantly, do you have a captain bold enough to lead you?
Yarr.
And that's our introduction. Oh, it doesn't lead the introduction of Red Jones. Oh, maybe it is right here. I'm looking at the book. You probably can't see it, but we've got some really cool stuff going on. I was enjoying. I read through like the first 3 pages fully and then skimmed a bunch of it. But We'll be diving into it soon because I'm curious to know more myself. All right, head back on over there. We'll let them set up and talk at the same time.
All right. Welcome back to the table. We have a lot that we're setting up here for a game called Reavers of Midgard, the card game. Reavers of Midgard had come out a long time ago from Grey Fox Games, and they came out with sort of a new edition in a card version. But there's a lot more than cards going on in this game. But it's definitely a smaller version. If you played Reavers of Midgard, that is has a lot of dice placement in it. So this is definitely more card-based. In the game, you are simultaneously choosing a card from your hand, and they have numbers.
We don't need 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, don't need 4, 5, and 6.
Because we're not playing with those locations.
Okay.
So we have P, 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right, but we do need to set up the locations first.
Alright, there we
We
go.
flip that first card,
Okay.
and it shows us what we put into each area.
That's right.
So we're going to populate the coins in each area.
Yes.
We're going to populate the cards in each area. So I will put a card.
Actually, I think the sorry, I did the wrong ones.
That's okay.
All right.
Populate.
One. This has 2.
Are these the normal components that come with the game, or are these
Think we-
deluxe components?
The
Pretty-
coins definitely are deluxe.
Yes.
I'm not sure about the buildings.
Yes.
Because they're very nice.
We're going to any of the ones that have the little barn and the wall.
Yep.
So that one has a wall. We do not have the tower on our cards.
Okay.
We don't put the tower out.
Yep. So we're looking at this card, and that determines what goes on these cards.
Nice.
But these cards tell us, oh, I want a tower. Oh, this tells us it doesn't have a tower, so we don't put a tower out. Does that make sense? Yes.
Yeah, so you might get the goods, but not guaranteed
Right.
that it's an option.
So now we have a choice. Currently, you probably want to go to 1, 2, or 3. You could go here, but this is a lot of paying money to
Kind of
do.
like
And we
Transferring
don't start with anything.
We may start with money, but
But
we're just
we're just playing.
Yeah. So you're gonna simultaneously face down, put.
if you are the only one to go there, you get all the stuff.
Yeah.
If multiple
Fantastic.
people go there, then
To share.
Okay, we'll see what happens
All
if
right,
we
3,
share
2,
or not.
1,
I did 3.
3.
2.
Oh, well, I was hoping no one would go there and I'd get money.
All right, so I go to 2.
Yep. And Hannah and I are going to 3.
I get to take all this stuff. I could spend money to get rid of my little corruption things, but I don't have any at the moment.
Why is corruption so cute?
It's negative points.
And
Still
you also
good.
get a card. These are sort of set collection cards that you're
Okay.
getting.
So armor cards, there's art cards.
Trying to collect sets of
So
them.
Hannah, not only do we have $2 and a card,
Yes.
we also a corruption gets added to the.
Okay, so
the-
how do we divvy up the goods between
We
us?
decide.
So terror, I guess, is what it's called.
Yes.
Well, I think someone should get the card because there's only 3 in the set, and the
Okay.
other person should get the corruption and the 2 coins
Okay.
because it is bad.
Or someone could get a card and someone could get a corruption, a coin, and a card.
That's a lot.
Okay.
I still think that
Okay, which one would
that's
you like?
overpowered if someone only
you
gets
want,
one
so
coin.
you're thinking that and that?
Sure.
Okay, which one do you want?
I suggested it so you can pick.
Oh, I split you choose.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's fair in this
All
scenario.
right, I'm going to take the 2
That's
coins.
what I thought.
So
but-
nice of Hannah to. Now, if we couldn't come to a decision,
Okay,
like
when
if
Melissa,
we're like a stalemate,
yeah.
there is rules in the game that tells you what to do.
So this is encouraging
Yes.
arguing and
If you can't come to a decision,
oh no.
remove the terror token from the location.
Uh-huh.
All players present at that location collect a terror token, and everything else stays
So
on
if you
here.
can't come to a
Everyone just
decision,
gets
everyone
bad-
gets bad stuff.
Yep.
So
Wow.
what's gonna happen is this card is gonna stay down.
Yeah, so
We're
we
gonna
all-
flip the next one.
Yeah.
All of this stuff stays.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And
might
more
get
stuff
additional.
will
Yes.
come out. So we would put it.
Those are the terror tokens.
Terror.
Skulls with horns.
They are worth negative.
What they look like.
They look like little
Adorable pink skulls that have long horns.
little demon heads.
They look like the Balrog head.
Yes, there you go.
There you go.
That would be.
And we need more cards here. And we need houses for those that want houses. And a tower.
I
No
will
walls this time.
No walls.
The art is pretty incredible on these. They're very detailed and fantasy.
Yep.
So,
So Melissa knows we
oh,
can't
and
play.
that's saying we flip some of this one flip.
Oh, thank you. Yep.
And places with boats
flip.
to the other side.
Yep.
So there's a lot of maintenance and upkeep
Yeah.
and playing things out.
So I can't go to 2 again. You guys can't go to 3 again because you would have to go somewhere
All right.
else.
And then 1, 2, 3.
All right, Kevin,
We're
let's
going
fight over
to
one again.
I was like, I'm gonna go to 3 because
I want that art
Because-
card. What do you want, Kevin?
Okay, so let me split it up.
Okay.
And then you can choose. All right.
If this was a real game, yeah. Anyway, this is a real game because I'm playing with Melissa. Everything's a real
She's
game.
just taking it. All right. Thanks, Hannah.
welcome.
Hannah's being so nice here.
So I get a coin because there's a boat there because I activate this.
But if there's
token
multiple boats,
first.
there'd be more coins there.
Yes.
Interesting.
Then I would get all of this.
So you sort of
stuff.
get the idea. There comes a point when you're going to go to the rock slide, the town, and you're going to sell stuff to get more buildings. And those are all going to be worth points.
And you can get like the Vikings to give you points or powers.
Yep.
There's a little bit of a set collection aspect.
Yes,
The game screen has some of the information.
We can't pass on our turn because of the Balrog corruption.
So it's going to give you the points for each thing that you've collected. Getting
about
sets
sets.
of the different types of heroes. It's a negative scale for how much of the terror you've collected.
It's only 3 points. I've gained 6.
But you can play up to 6 players. And I would say this definitely plays better at a higher player count.
and you have more locations for a higher player
It's just,
count.
there's more things
Once
going on.
once you've used all your cards,
No, once you
get them
the
back?
next card, the card you played earlier comes back. So you always only have 1 card out. Good question.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And how many rounds? When does the game end?
That is a great question.
When the game's over,
When
you
the game's
count your
over.
points,
Okay.
and then you see who wins.
Fantastic. I will say this is very interesting. I think we should play a full game at some point.
This deck is going to have like 10 cards
Okay, so
in it,
about 10
and when
rounds.
you get through all of those 10, then the game is over, and you do final
That
score.
is Reavers of Midgard. The card game plays in about 30 to 60 minutes, depending on player count. 2 to 6 players. Check it out if that sounds interesting. Back to the couch.
All right. Thank you for coming back to the couch. We are going to be looking at Shoot for the Stars by Big Potato Games. This is a trivia-based party game for 2 to 8 players. So basically what we're going to be doing, we're on a starship, and there are going to be questions. We're going to have to answer that question with a number, and we basically don't want to go over. You want to get as close as you can to that number, but if you go over, bad things happen. Yes. So the game is played over 8 rounds. We're going to be reading a card from this nifty little thing right here where it hides the answer. We each take a turn. When you guess, you become the captain of the ship, and then it's the next person's turn to see if you want to become the captain, if you want to guess a little bit higher, if you want to jump to another planet because you think the captain has guessed too high, and then you can also stay if you think the captain is spot on. And based on how you perform, whether you get things, all that fun stuff, then you can get coins. After 8 cards, 8 rounds, the person with the most coins wins. So here we go. And because I'm first player, I'll read it. I'm the first one to guess, and then we go in order. In what year was the first YouTube video uploaded? I'm going to say 1997. I actually haven't read this, but YouTube's been around a long time. I don't know how long.
It's a little later.
2004.
I mean, it could be. So,
I was gonna say-
Are you gonna hop in? Are you gonna be?
Yeah, maybe
I was
4 or
gonna
5.
say 2001.
2001. Okay.
I'll say 2003.
2003. Kevin's usually right about things.
4 sounds very good to me because I wasn't in college. I wasn't watching the videos, but then as soon as I graduated,
Will's usually wrong about things. So I am going to.
You can change your answer.
Yeah, because we go around and you can keep going. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm abandoning ship. I'm gonna go to a planet. I think it's too far. We'll see. Do you want to go 2004 or above?
I want to go to a planet. I think that's too.
You think it's too far?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to be on the same planet as me, or you want to go somewhere
I'm
else?
gonna be on the pink planet.
All right, that's cool. All right, so here we go. Oh, 2005. So should have gone with 2004. This is that one time that Will was right. All right, so Anna gets. Let's see. You get 4 star coins. We abandoned ship, we get nothing. We would have gotten 2 if we had stayed. So Anna gets 4-star coins. All right, Sarah, next one.
There are 2,580 oat pieces in a Lucky Charms cereal box. How many marshmallow pieces are there?
Not enough. That's not an answer, though.
I'm gonna say 1,250.
What was there? What was
There are 2,580 of the oat pieces in Lucky Charms. How many marshmallow pieces are there?
1850.
I'm out. There's no way. Whenever I eat Lucky Charms, there's like 5.
It's like 500.
There's like 5 marshmallows in there. There's no way.
Fit. There's like 5 regulars and then 1 marshmallow. So whatever one
Yeah.
fits in
500
is my vote.
Does anyone know the song? Heart, stars, and horseshoes, clovers and blue moons,
Whoa.
pots of golden rainbows, and me red balloons. That's me Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. All right, next. Do you want to go any higher than that?
500.
Right? No.
All right.
What did you say?
I said 1,250.
Well, you went
So
18
like
something.
half of what?
It's got to be 500.
I'll stay at 1850.
All right, here we go. What is it?
Are,
Well, did you get out or did you stay? If you think the captain is still good and under, you can stay, or you can say peace.
But she's the captain. So
Well,
I
no,
went
you're the
higher.
captain
you're the
because
captain because I'll leave the ship.
you're leaving the ship.
Yeah.
You're going on the orange planet.
One fit.
285.
I'm telling you, man, there's no way. All right.
I was
That's
1,000
1/10. That's a
off.
10.
Do I lose points?
Yeah, so you
10%.
10%.
That seems low.
That's see that's the thing. That's why I was like, there's no way. Half. All right. So Sarah and I get 2 coins because we were not on when our captain made a foolish decision, and then she gets.
I want to hear what Anna has for us.
Yeah, she loses.
What's our next question?
2. All right. So let's go and do
All right.
one more.
What is the record for the number of hot dogs eaten in 10 minutes? Record for the hot dog eaten in 10
I think
minutes.
I know this.
I'm gonna go with 42.
I'm gonna go with 73.
I thought it was like 56 or something like that.
So am I over? All right. Well, I'm at 73. So what do you guys
I'm
think?
getting off the ship.
You're getting off of that ship.
I don't trust any of these other captains.
You ain't trusting that whip.
Wait. So if it's higher, it's good or lower?
No, you don't want to be
can't
higher.
go over.
You don't want to go over.
Price is right. You
So
can't
I
go
might have
over.
I might
don't
have just
trust
hosed
his
myself.
Answers, so I'm getting
But
off.
yours said what?
I said 73.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's right around there.
It's stupid high.
So
It is stupid high.
she says out. Are you gonna stay?
I'll stay.
You think I'm a good captain?
Maybe. TBD.
All right, we'll find out.
My captain.
76.
Oh!
told you, it's
Hot
right around
dogoo! All right,
I was
so
actually thinking 100.
I mean,
But I was like 73's got it.
all right, so I get 4 coins. Anna gets 2. Sarah gets nothing.
Nothing
That's like one
again.
every 10 seconds.
That's a lot of hot dogs.
That's a lot of hot dogs.
I can't do
No,
that.
it was
Ugh.
That you're basically.
Wait,
I
are
mean,
you-
you're
is-
drinking a hot dog.
Is it
in
the
that.
hot dog with the bun or just the hot
I
dog?
think
It's with the bun.
It's with the bun, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Because they
not
dip
hot.
it in the water and then they do that weird.
It's like an Olympic sport.
Yeah, and it's like a chicken walking. It's weird stuff. Anyway, this was Shoot for the Stars trivia party game. Now, to the wall with Quill.
Hey, I've got 5 things you may or may not have known about GenCon. Are you ready for this? We just got back from our adventures there, and I was asked, actually, a couple of these questions on the spot for people who thought I knew the answers, of which, of course, I did not. But Wikipedia was there to help me. So I've got 5 things that a couple of these I knew. I'm curious to know what things you knew. Let's jump right in with the name. The number 5 thing you may or may not have known about GenCon is, what does GenCon, what does Gen stand for in GenCon? The answer is the city that it was founded in. It was actually started in Geneva, Wisconsin. Is that right? Did I read the words right? I should have probably reviewed these before I jumped in. Wisconsin, yeah. And they liked the name Geneva Convention for obvious reasons, treaties and history and all that good stuff. The game was actually co-sponsored by the Geneva Tactical Studies Association in the early days. And so they leaned into the Geneva Convention thing. And then when they moved away from Wisconsin, they abbreviated it to GenCon, and that's where they got their name. A lot of people know that, number 2, GenCon was founded by Gary Gygax. He is the creator of Dungeons & Dragons, and so that fame kind of helped propel the convention. It was later acquired by Hasbro, I believe, which is interesting. And then finally, I believe now it's owned by Peter Adkison, which is the owner of Wizards of the Coast, and now owns Dungeons & Dragons. So there's all that history wrapped up in there over the span of GenCon's existence. Number 3 thing that I thought was interesting is if you've been to GenCon, raise your hand if you've been to GenCon. Good job, everyone. And you at home, if you've never been there, you may not realize that when the geeks of the world come in and descend upon the city, like they literally take over, I don't know, like a 5 square block round radius of the city. So the convention center is packed to maximum capacity. They've taken over the Lucas Oil Stadium. You actually can play games down on the field, which is kind of crazy. Every hotel that's around the city is packed with gamers, and all the hotel lobbies are full, and the convention spaces in the hotels are all packed up. It's huge. And the reason I'm telling you this is because this is the first year that GenCon has been sold out all 4 days. 71,000 attendees flocked into the city to be at this event. And the other number I have for you is that it's estimated that GenCon brings like $77 million in revenue to the city each year, which is a crazy number, kind of mind-blowing. $77 million between hotels and food and everything else that's going on in the city. That's a lot. Number 4, the convention moved to Indianapolis in 2003, and this is kind of the crazy one. Give me your guesses out there at home and in the audience. Why do you think they moved, aside from space? There are like 4 reasons listed on the Wikipedias, and one of them just cracked me up. The main reasons they moved were the convention center layout wasn't good, and the hotel space obviously was limiting, and the number 1 reason that they moved was because the escalators in Milwaukee were too often broken. Can't be having to walk upstairs or use the elevator, although the elevator wait was crazy this year just in our hotel, so I understand. That's a funny one, cracked me up. And then the final tidbit that I got for you is, obviously it was in Wisconsin, obviously it was in Indiana. I didn't know this before reading it, but there was actually a GenCon West, which happened in California, a GenCon South, a GenCon East, at different points in their history. They've had all these different locations. In 1988, they actually merged with Origins in Columbus, Ohio for a year just to see what that looked like. And then the thing that really caught me off guard that I didn't know is that there have actually been, I think I wrote this down, I was going to say all the cities. There have been GenCons in other countries. Didn't know that was a thing. They have hosted GenCon in Sussex, in Barcelona, in Belgium, and a number of other European locations across the years. And all of those have been successful for a number of years. They've run them for like 5 to 10 years and things like that. But the Indianapolis location is the OG, original, long-standing, over 50 years of board gaming conventions, which is pretty fantastic. So bravo to GenCon. That's all I got for you. If you knew those things, put them in the comments. If you learned anything cool, I would love to know. Give us a thumbs up on this video if you haven't done that yet. We always appreciate that, for sure. And I think now we're going to head back to the couch.
Hello! Welcome back to the couch. We are playing a trick-taking game called Seers Catalog.
Kind of like the Seers.
Yes,
but
if you're
no.
old enough to remember the Seers Catalog from older days. This is from Bezier Games. This is what they call a card shedding game. And you are trying to get rid of the cards in your hand. How you do that?
But not all the cards.
Yes, all cards but 5. So we haven't talked. Sarah has not played this before.
No.
This game is where you're trying to get all the cards out of your hand except for the last 5. Once you get down to 5 or less, you have to turn over your token, and you may not pass. So you're trying to keep the cards the lowest.
You're trying to keep higher cards.
Yep, trying to keep higher cards. If you have 5 cards or less, you're going to score the lowest valued card in your hand.
Okay.
All right.
Minus however many cards in your hand. So ideally, you want 1 card left in your hand
And it's a
when
12.
someone else goes out.
But the problem is once you get lower than 5 or lower than 6 cards, you may not pass. So, and we'll try it. All right, are you adding any cards to this, Sarah?
I will add some cards.
Okay.
So we're either doing sets of the same number or runs.
Get rid of a lot of cards.
But it has to go with the
it
one.
has to.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
So this is a special card. Whoever is dealt the go
It's a 1.
first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she could add like a 2 or more
There you
to
go.
make
1,
a
2.
step.
Melissa, are you doing something higher than a 1, 2?
So I need a run in the same color, higher than 1, 2 to stay into this hand. All right, I have a 3, 4.
6, 7.
Nope. I'm out.
Okay.
Sarah's out. It comes to me.
Yep.
We do have a wild.
Yeah, you could add a wild to something.
6, 7. I am out.
And I play the 6, 7.
Mm-hmm.
So I get those, and I'm doing the next one. So I have 3 10s, which means you have to play 3 11s
I'm out.
or higher, or 3 12s or 3
That's a
13s.
Nice hand.
That was a nice hand, I know.
All right. I'm going to use my wild, because we all have a wild,
Yep.
to make 3 11s.
Okay. I am going to pass.
I'm passing. I already
You already passed. Once you pass, you're out of the round.
Yeah, I'm already
Out of the trick.
We all have special cards as well.
Mm-hmm.
That. All right. I'm going to.
What you doing, Melissa?
I am. This is not great. Special cards are going to be bad if they're still in your hand, so you
Yes.
do want to get rid of them.
3 3 3.
So this is an extra card to the set or the run, so I have 3
My
threes.
hand is not great.
Just junk, huh?
Yeah.
I'm next. I do 3 9s.
Any, yeah.
Nope, I pass.
Back to you, Melissa. 3 9s.
3 9s. I am going to pass.
Okay. All right.
So having control helps you get rid of cards, but then at some point you want to get rid of control because you don't
Yep.
want to keep going out.
Yep.
Usually there's no benefit or penalty for taking tricks unless there's a special card that gives negative points.
So I will
or
show
something
you
like that.
a card that. So I'm changing the suit of this card. So it is basically two greens or 2 reds. Doesn't matter.
All right. So Kevin has a run of 2
A 12, 13,
because he changed the suit.
and back to.
I don't think
There's ways to do it.
you would have to use a special card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do special
Because
cards.
13 is the
All right,
highest.
I won.
passed.
Guess what? I have 4 cards left.
So Kevin
So I may
cannot
not pass, and I am going to.
If he goes out while we still have
I'm
cards,
going
we'll
to-
get negative points.
I'm going to lead
for-
the next trick,
Okay.
No
and you
matter
played
who
a single
wins.
2.
no matter who wins.
Yes. So
Okay.
single card.
I'm gonna play a 5.
Melissa?
I will play my 5, but I'm going to add 1
So
to
it's a
it
6?
to make it a 6.
All right, I'm going to do an 8.
8.
I only have 5 currently, so I go into it during the middle of the
Yep.
trick, right?
Yep.
You cannot pass.
Melissa?
I cannot pass.
Play a card.
Playing a 12.
I pass because I cannot.
Also pass.
I cannot play anymore.
And I played the last
You played
one.
12, but Melissa cannot play because I'm leading the next trick.
Kevin, he had the special power. He gets to lead.
And I just went out, so we stopped immediately.
All right, so Kevin gets 0 points.
Right.
My lowest card is 7, and I have 4 cards in my hand.
So 7 minus 4 is.
3.
So Melissa's points are 3. You don't even score your lowest value
Okay.
because you never got into bonus territory.
Okay.
So you're just doing negative points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Minus 11.
Yep. I knew it.
So.
I had nothing that you guys did.
Right. So does that make sense though?
Yep.
So you want to get into bonus, but you also, like me, you don't really want to go out because I got 0. Melissa actually did better
Yeah.
because she had positive points. So.
Yeah, and you're supposed to play 4 rounds, and
Right.
whoever has the most points wins. Now, I got 3 points this round, but I could get like -5 next round.
So the cool parts of this game are the special cards.
Yep.
There are a whole bunch more. Did you play any of your special cards, Sarah?
No, because I couldn't. You guys led, so mine was make
Yeah.
a specific type of
Oh, that like make a flush.
Yeah, make a full house, make a flush.
Yep.
2-card step, which didn't match what they were playing, so I didn't.
So like Melissa was saying, oh, there's special cards that could beat a because 13 is the highest number. Well, here's a plus half. Oh, it could be like 13 and a half, or a highest single card, or things like that. Or this, I like this one. Retrieve cards at the end of the trick. So like, oh, I want to get all the wilds out and put them in my hand. So, yeah.
So there's some of those.
Yeah, and for 3 players, we took out 2 suits. There's 2 more suits of cards,
You can
and
play.
they all have like puns and stuff in them. Like each suit, I think the green suit has a lot of like werewolf type things. So this is Bezier Games, and they have the werewolf games, and so they're leaning into that with their seer
A
roll.
monster mash and a moon poster and lots of fun stuff on those cards.
If you like card trick-taking games and you've ever played anything like a card shedding, you're going to pick this up pretty quickly. Or a ladder trick-taking game would be that type of game. So that is Seers Catalog from Bezier Games. Check it out. Back to the table.
Welcome back to the table. We have Nekojima, which is the cat island in Japan, and this is from Unfriendly Games, and it's a dexterity tactics building game, and I'm going to go through what a turn looks like, and Will's going to do it. So on a turn, you're going to roll 2 dice, and those are going to determine where you put your denshu, which is these electrical poles. So you have to put it in both the green section, the entertainment section, in order to determine which kind of electrical pole you have to put. You're going to pick out a cube. It's going to tell you what color. The white. The white are the medium length cords. Now when you place it, you can only touch the wooden dowels.
You can, the actual white cord.
It has to be one of the white cords.
Okay.
You could only touch the wooden dowels. You cannot twist it to make it taunt. You have to do it, and the electrical cord has to be facing up. And you can't touch another electrical cord.
What?
And you can't knock over anything.
Oh,
he's going for the gold.
Green. Oh, it's way wobblier than I thought it was.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
You're allowed to adjust if you want. And now go ahead and put your white cube in the level tracker. We're trying to see how many levels we can do. You can play this cooperatively or competitively. We're definitely playing competitively. But if you're playing cooperatively, you're just trying to see how many levels you can get. If you happen to draw a black cube out of it. All right, so this is how.
Why?
So the multicolor means you get to pick which section you're going to be placing one in.
Okay.
The black dagger means the person to your right gets to choose where the other section is.
Does he pick his first? I feel like you got to pick yours first, so that I can then make it the heart.
Oh, there's no. Okay, all right.
So where would you?
I'm gonna go
You
with.
have to actually pick out the
Oh,
color.
that's right.
Say
I have
green,
to go
green.
with.
Do green. Say green.
All right,
One of
pink.
the pink ones. All right. So which section would you like to start in?
I'm gonna go in orange.
Okay, then I'm picking green.
Yeah, of course you are. Of course
One
you
of
are.
the pink ones.
All right, here we go.
Don't knock over the tower.
I mean, here we go.
Is it even
Don't
possible?
touch any of the other electrical cords.
This looks very hard. Oh, he doesn't have to put it on top?
Nope.
Lame.
You can place it anywhere.
That's what the thug life looks like, Will.
That's
That's what it looks like.
Ha!
I have a black and a red. So I'm going to start in red, and you get to pick where my other one goes.
Okay, so you're going from red.
And I'm doing a blue.
Well, heck, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say green.
Okay.
Stack it
red
up.
to
That looks
green.
impossible. Good luck. Stack it up.
You've got this,
Good
but I also.
luck. Oh, she picked a really long cord. Okay.
The blue ones are very long. The pink ones.
Are you allowed to back out, like change your brain?
Change your brain.
Yes, just being
What
green,
a
right?
terrible color
Yep.
choice. Okay.
Oh.
Head's in the way.
Sorry.
Oh,
Alright. If there is a variant where you can only stack them too high to make it even taller,
Blue
and well, if you got to pick your color, I can't believe we haven't drawn any more cats yet.
Right.
Yeah, we haven't hung any
So-
cats.
Cubes or cats?
I'm gonna go ahead and let you do it in purple and see what happens.
That's so nice.
If you draw a black cube, you get to pick another player, and on their turn, they have to place one of these black cats. I have to hang
Good
it
luck. Didn't even leave.
on whatever cord they place. So we're just gonna keep playing until one of us knocks it over.
Might not be very long.
And it gets more. You're allowed to push the rod through any way you want.
Okay,
You
look
can
at her
get it through.
go.
You just can't touch any of the cords.
Or the ground.
You're fine.
Oh.
There you go. It can't touch the ground.
You have to hang a cat
And it
on
also
that.
can't be
It's
outside the
impossible.
circle.
Oh,
I will
that's
say
cool.
the cardboard like tray that they come with, you get
Green and
and you
choice.
get to choose.
Nice.
The cardboard stand it comes with is very sturdy.
Black.
Oh,
So you give that to someone else, and on their turn they
Oh.
have to put a cat.
There you go.
I knew I was gonna
And then
do it.
pick another
think-
color.
Oh, okay. I was saying.
You have to keep drawing until you get a color.
Don't get another
White.
bug. Okay, good.
So white or the
White
medium.
chords. Again, I gotta go green to any other color
Yep.
of my choice.
I'm gonna get my cat ready.
And I can't touch
But
stuff.
it's going to be on the one you place on your turn.
I know.
I feel like I could.
This
trust
is
it
the
like
cat that I feel most
Can't go
comfortable
out. It can't go over the edge of the board.
Oh, what? I mean, you just said
Ah,
that
that makes
twice.
it tough.
She didn't say that.
Yes. Can't
See,
go.
he's trying to cheat.
I know.
Green and any color.
Just go on this one right
Okay,
here,
yeah,
Will.
I know.
Are we allowed to get up? Is that
Yes,
cool?
I mean, it's all right. This is real. Real time. As long as it isn't over the edge when you look at it from
You
the top.
gotta, yeah, it's over the edge.
No, you
You
can't
can't
touch
touch
that.
the card. You just got
You just got electrocuted,
Oh, yeah,
but you're fine.
electrocuted.
There you go.
We got it.
All right.
Electrocuted
We'll
for
let you.
minor.
Then put the cube into the. We've
You were supposed
gone.
to get all the way to 7?
Yes.
This is
Well, it's almost impossible with the. It's very hard to get to 7. We're just gonna
the
see how far
cat
we can
version
get.
of operation.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
look
doing
at that. I
white.
just got electrocuted.
I rolled blue in this other one, so who?
You have to
Oh, I get to
pick.
pick again?
You have to pick. He's doing blue and something else.
Blue and purple.
Blue and purple.
Blue
And you have to
With
hang
the
a cat
white.
too?
Yeah.
And have to
Oh,
hang a
good luck.
cat off of that cord he places. Do not touch another one.
Dear God,
Yeah.
so I can fly far, far away.
It gets a little adrenaline inducing. So I heard that
Shaky.
lots of
I haven't. I need I need
You're
food.
fine.
It's been a while.
I have heard lots.
Oh!
You're ahead. All right.
Here, we're gonna do this.
Okay.
Oh, that one's not doing so hot.
All right.
Oh, please, Lord. All right, here
All
we
right,
go.
now Put the cat.
On the one you just hung?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna move to a different
Right.
part.
Oh,
of
no.
the-
It's impossible to do it
Don't
from
knock it over when you place the cat. If you knock over only yours, it's the only one to fall. You get to start again and keep doing it.
Ah!
All right. So
All right,
if,
black cube goes in, right?
Yep, it goes in.
And then he chips it directionally.
All right, I get to go anywhere I want, and
Ryan gets to pick the
and
other
Ryan
one.
gets to pick the other one. I'm also doing white. I
I don't know
will.
if the camera is catching.
I'll start at red.
Oh, you can see it kind of wobbling.
So red.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with green.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with green.
I demoed this at GenCon and we only played like a half a round, and I was like, "Oh, this is way too easy. I'm gonna be super good at this." I'm already scared for it. We did not get this high or wobbly.
Why can't I get it through there? I said red and green, right?
Yeah.
Red and green. I'm gonna have to do it this way.
Don't let anyone breathe. Yeah, Jenga.
Reverse Jenga.
Wow, well done.
Bravo. Does anyone know about Cat City? What is that about?
So it's just an island that is overrun
Island?
with cats. There's lots and lots and lots of cats.
Green.
Let's do green, and I
So
will
unlike
wait
the
to see.
rats
So
in New
like,
York,
because if you get blue, all right, who gets the cat?
Oh,
That's the spirit.
Of course.
That's the
of
spirit.
course.
White. All right,
Let's run out of white.
let's see what happens in purple, green and purple.
Green and purple.
I don't actually know if we run out of a certain. I think
number of-
we won't, because that's how many cubes are in the bag. So we won't run out of a color.
You got this, boo.
The tension mounts as she places her final.
Well
Okay.
done.
All right.
Okay. Turns out
Black and wild.
So
Places of pink.
Take it.
none of
We're
that.
gonna do it, we're
None
gonna
of that, mister.
Pink.
Pink. Pink.
all right,
Purple.
you get to
Oh,
decide
yeah,
where
yeah.
else he's placing it.
And then Ryan. Oh,
No,
I'm
it's to the
too.
right.
Yeah, you're black.
To the right.
What did you pick?
Oh, I didn't think one had. Blue.
Blue. And
Purple.
Blue and purple. Okay.
No. Yes.
this
And
one?
I'm not sure if I mentioned if you
Oh,
knock
it's-
over
it's too
someone
far.
else's cat, you have to just pick it up and put it back on
Blue
the
and
cord you
purple.
knocked it off of.
Speaking of, Will is also putting a cat on this one.
Yeah.
Yes. Remember, you will
No.
be placing a cat.
No.
The pink
No.
ones are the short
They
cords.
are short. They actually, this might be impossible.
You can't touch another cord. Don't touch another
And then I
electrical
gotta hang a
cord.
cat?
And
Yeah.
hang a cat off of that cord.
Oh, that's
That's touching.
touch. Am I out?
Yeah,
Did I
well,
lose?
and that means Will loses.
Now it's Ryan's turn.
And the rest of us have won.
Yeah.
And that's...
Is that even possible with the...
It's not.
Yeah, try
That's Nekojima from Unfriendly Games, and we're heading back to the couch.
Ah! Welcome. This is Lab Notes from Genius Games. It is a roll and fill in.
I
Roll
believe
by-
it's
Not Genius
actually
Games?
from
Is
Greater
it Greater Than
Than.
Games? Oh my. I thought it was Genius Games because they do all the science
They
stuff.
do.
Sorry, it's Greater Than Games. I apologize.
Which is also another G, so
Yeah.
you know,
It is.
makes sense.
Well, I'll just let you give all this. No, so we've already started some. What we do is, if you want to go ahead and roll, play with one more die than you have number of people, and then the person who rolls, they pick one of the dice that they're going to fill in, and then you go around, everybody picks one, and the one that's left over is a community die that we can all use. I'm going to pick the oxygen, and then you place it down on your board. I'm going to on your paper in one of the slots, and then as you're going, if you place it down next to another one that's there, that is already on your table, you have to decide right then if you're going to do a bond with it. And at the top of your page, you see hydrogen only ever does one bond, oxygen does 2, nitrogen does 3, carbon does 4. So you have to decide how many bonds you're going to do within the limit for that element. And you're trying to create complete molecules. You can either create the ones that everybody has 3 tools that are depicted by some molecules. If you complete the molecule, you can flip it over, and then you can use that tool to do something.
I'm actually going to do that.
Oh.
So I'm using my retort flask to ignore the C for the common one and do my H again. So
Yeah.
I drew
There you
2
go.
H's and it takes 2 of my tool slots.
Yeah, at the bottom of the tool card, it shows you how many it uses. So you've got 3 of those, and then there's additional. You will run out of spaces to use your tools, but you can unlock additional spaces by completing some of the objectives from the middle of the table, and they also give you bonus points depending on how long they've been out. So I think this one's worth 1, 3, and 6. And as soon as you complete one, the furthest one gets removed. They all go down, and a new one will come out. So that threw us off because we were expecting the one you complete gets removed, but I think it's the one that's been out there the longest gets removed. And you just keep playing until somebody completely fills it up. One of the unique things on the die, there is a space that is a Bunsen burner. If that ever gets rolled, someone has to pick it, and then they have to burn a space by filling it in completely, and they can get a wild. Or if it stays out, a lab fire occurs, and everybody has to burn 2 spaces.
Yikes.
But one of your tools on the other side of water lets you ignore. No, not the other side of water. The other side of nitrogen. That's right, because nitrogen is a fire suppressant. You ignore a lab fire, but you have to do your tools to do that. You can also just trash a die, but when you do that, it fills up this side of your page, and you get penalties for that. It's as if you had burned. So try not to do that. At the end of the game, you will count up each. Let's say that I did another nitrogen here, and only did 2 bonds instead of the 3 that are possible. Each of your elements that is just out there without any bonds on it gets burned, and is, I think, minus 2 points each for each burn space. And then each element that you don't have all the bonds on it. So these have bonds, but they're both missing one. That would be minus 2 for each missing bond. So those would all go down into your scoring space down here. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 burned, so that's minus 10. I completed this compound, so it was 6. And then this one, I still count the double here. So that would be an additional 3, but minus 4. So it's a minus 1. So I'd have 5 points. and then you'd count up the points you got over here from your note cards. I hadn't completed any, so I would only have 15 if we ended right this second. But that is...
Corley asked, can you do double bonds? Yes.
Yeah.
Some elements like oxygen, you would want to use double bonds in certain situations. Or like this card here, nitrogen, you can triple bond nitrogen to be able to get points. And the different types of bonds give you more points. So if I triple bonded nitrogen to itself to make dinitrogen, you can get 6 points for putting those two together.
Which I did on my paper.
And you don't have to necessarily complete the molecules just that you see out here. You could, for example, O2, oxygen, you could do an oxygen which needs 2 bonds to another oxygen which needs 2 bonds, and that is a complete molecule, and it will score you 6 points for creating a double bond, or sorry, 3 points for creating a double bond, but it won't complete any additional objective points. Or
so it is a way
to
like prevent yourself from having loose loose elements floating around that will just get burned at the end.
Yeah, so it is teaching you a little bit about the science of elemental bonding into molecules.
But you don't need to know anything going into it.
You just need to know how to fill out this sheet. So that is Lab Notes. Go check it out. I think we're heading back to the table.
Hey. We're going to do a quick unboxing of a game that's been out for a while, but it's been reprinted from Renegade Games. It's Risk 2210. Now, Risk, I have a good long history with it. I actually got the original Risk from Avalon Hill, the Risk 2210 back in the early 2000s. It's been YouTube, even before YouTube first uploaded its first video.
Wow.
This game, as you can see, the original box is a lot bigger. The new box is smaller. So, if you're looking at the two compared, it's about 2/3 of it. But it's got all the same stuff in this. It's just a lot more compact. There are a couple big differences I do want to share with you. The game in here has a board that, well, not only do you have your regular board that has the different continents, but you have a moon in Risk 2210. So if you've not played, you can go to the moon. If you're not familiar with Risk, sorry, I'm not explaining how Risk plays. This game, you can go to the moon, and the other cool thing is the board itself is, I think, 6-fold. So here we go. Woo! Can't even see it all on the camera, but there we go. You can see most of it. So you are trying to conquer the world. Not only in regular Risk do you do that, but in Risk 2210 you actually have different water stations that you can go to. And the other cool thing I like in Risk 2210 is that there's nuclear waste territories that can basically put on and you can't even conquer, which is kind of interesting in gameplay. The gameplay is 2 to 5 players, and I just folded it the wrong way. I'm sorry. Oh. There we go. You can...
I would never be able to put it back.
Poor Melissa. There are... the other cool thing about Risk 2210 is you have different commanders. You have Space Commander, you have Land Commander, you have a Water Commander, and they have, and I'll show you a couple of them, a wash on them that's sort of like a silver wash. You can sort of see it here. There you go. And they're a little bit bigger, and each one has, and there's a naval commander, there's a diplomat in here. The cool thing about the diplomat, he's got a gun behind his back. Can't see it on there. Hi, Melissa. You've never played this.
I don't think so.
Okay. The one thing I will say I'm a little disappointed is in the original box, all the tokens were more cardboard, like chit-like they were a little more thicker. These are definitely much more paper thin. And yes, thank you. You can sort of see much more papery. And the moon is also very thin. In the original game, I'll just show you. The moon is thick. You can sort of tell it's... So one thing I would wish that they had a little bit better thickness on those. It's not the end of the world because everything plays the same, but if you enjoy Risk, I think Risk 2210 is probably my favorite Risk, although Lord of the Rings is definitely up there. That is Risk 2210 from Renegade. If you're interested in playing Risk 2210, let me know. I'll tell you how to play it. Back to the couch.
Hello, and welcome back to the couch. We are playing Ultimatch from Fireside Games. Did I slaughter that again? No, Fireside Games. Got it right this time.
Good job.
All right, this is a cooperative game, and what we're trying to do is get through this whole pyramid of cards.
Okay.
And in order to do that, we use cards from our hand and from the Alta hand, which we're all going to donate a card to. Here is how you remove a card. You either play a card that matches the color or the number, or in this case, a card that adds up to the color or number. So you could play a blue and a yellow to remove this green, or a yellow and a red to remove this orange. Or for like the 7, you could play 2 cards that add up to the number. You could play a 2 and a 5. If you play a card that matches or adds up to both the number and the color, you play a Ultimatch, and you get to draw a card from the draw pile, and draw 2 cards, sorry. One of them you'll keep, and one of them you'll add to the Alta hand, and everybody can play from either your hand or the Alta hand 1 to 2 cards each turn. If you pass, you draw a card. If everybody passes, you lose.
Okay.
So there is some strategic, like, oh, I'm going to pass this time because I know you can play on your turn, sort of thing. For the numbers, you can also play, I believe, the difference. So like a 2, you could do 7 and 5 to get a 2. I'm going to double check that, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, subtract.
Why don't you start us so that...
Cool. Everybody needs to dedicate a card to the Alta hand.
Is there a benefit to doing anything, or just...
whoever plays the highest gets to go first.
I don't know
I think what you want to play, like, you're supposed to do it face down, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to play this 3 because it's a primary color, so you can combine it. And it's a low number, so you can add
I'll just do that. So...
But I do think you're supposed
normally
to
we do it face down.
Face down.
But
okay.
we don't have to. This is a learning game.
Absolutely.
This is a learning game. All right, so...
I'll show you how you do it.
Cool.
So you either
who played the 4s?
I did.
I did.
Okay. The highest numerical, if there's a tie, the player closest to the dealer's left goes
There
first.
you go.
Okay. I go first. So, let's see here.
Color, number.
I can match...
Subtraction, addiction.
So if I want to, I can match the number that's in the pyramid, right? So I could do that, and then
and then you'll remove them.
remove them, and both of them go bye-bye.
That's your turn.
All right, that's my turn.
Yours, Anna.
I will do a 2 and a 5 to take out the 7.
Well done.
Okay.
Cool.
I will, let's see here. So I can just do a 5 minus 3 to do one of those 2s?
Yeah.
So if I take one of these,
Oh, yeah.
does that work? And is there anyone have an opinion about which 2 we get rid of?
I think you should take this 2 or this 2 because
reveal
they'll
cards.
reveal
Let's
another
go in the middle.
That's the spirit.
So this gets revealed now that it doesn't have anything overlapping it. I'm going to do this 5 and a 1 on this 6
Excellent.
to reveal this card, also a 7.
Okay, I'll go ahead and get rid of this 7.
And are we adding any more to the...
No,
That's
not
it.
unless you do an Ultimatch.
Oh, we got
So you do want to look at your cards.
So what happens when I run out of cards?
Then you can pass and draw a card.
Okay.
But this is our deck, so
Yeah, there's
pretty
not
small.
much there.
So 3 minus 1 is 2.
Yes.
Okay.
And then this one flips over.
Let's
Well
reveal
done.
And
all
are
these
we...
7s,
We're
though.
matching colors?
If you match, you can match a color instead of a number. Yes.
So I can do the 8 and the 7?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And that, we just keep playing until the
You
entire
just keep
pyramid's
playing
gone?
until it's gone.
And how many players does this go up to?
It goes up to
1 to 5.
1 to 5. I was like 10 plus.
Yep, 20.
Yeah.
20 players.
Oh, is it my turn?
It is your
Yeah.
turn.
They're
Okay,
right-
cool.
they're right
I'm going to
across
play
the
this 3.
And they're ready. I can see where this is going to get real challenging.
I
Look
have
at
to,
this. This is an Ultimatch. Not that you have to play these 2. But you could play those two
And just do an Ultimatch?
and do an Ultimatch from the Alta hand.
Okay, let's just do that so we
It's
can
the
actually see
Alta.
how it goes down.
Yeah, so this gets revealed.
Okay.
2 cards are drawn. You keep one and put one in the Alta hand.
Oh, my pigeons!
Oh, what are you doing over there? Alright, I'll go ahead and put that one down. I don't know if that
and
helps
then
us, but...
you would keep playing. I sense as if someone at the table is ready to talk about their game. So let's go back to the table.
But we need the pigeon.
We need the pigeon.
Not anymore.
We
It's
shouldn't have
ours
done
now.
now.
I wanted the camera to pan over so that the pigeon was coming
In the air.
in the air. Next time, Will.
Next time.
Next time.
Oh, my pigeons, but we have room for
Two
Wait,
more
Come on,
players.
I want in.
All right.
Two
this
more
is
players?
Oh My Pigeons.
Where's the pigeon?
From
You going there?
Ravensburger.
Is there a pigeon around?
All right. In this game, you're going to play a card on your turn.
Oh no! There's a pigeon in the house.
Come join us for a second, pigeons.
Got her.
Ready? Reavers, that was great. You never know when there might be a wild bird that just flies through the house.
Good job, pigeon.
So the story is that we picked this up at GenCon, and Ravensburger was giving out little
Get back.
kits
Oh, kits.
to media with the cute little pigeon, stuffy pigeon costumes. I think there's even bird seed
There
in
is
that
bird
bag
seed, yeah.
to feed the pigeons.
Feed the birds. We're good.
All right. So on your turn, you play a card.
Yep.
All players take a pigeon from the flock.
All right, what's the
Right.
goal? Are we trying to
Trying to fill your bench.
See, I'm helping everyone out.
Yeah.
Do I get a new card?
Yep, draw a new card. Melissa's turn. That's your
All
whole
right.
turn. You play one card.
I'm doing a pigeon attack,
Uh-oh.
and
Uh-oh.
I take one pigeon from each other player.
Whoa.
From one.
Oh.
From each other player.
Whoa.
So I need.
Wow, that's a lot. We need to attack Melissa.
Wow.
I only have one
Wow.
spot left in my coop.
Already?
All right.
We need to-
I am playing the Oh My Pigeons.
All right, roll the die.
Roll the die.
I wanted to know what
really
Take
want
pigeons
it.
or
Flicking
flick
poo
poo.
is?
What is flicking poo?
I got it. It's flicking poo. All right. So I
tell
get
us how to do
two.
this.
This poo looks kind of delicious. Is that a cinnamon roll?
That's a
or-
cinnamon
That is
roll.
a cinnamon roll in the illustration, Will.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about what you just
Alright.
said, but
But you agree.
You're gonna
But
find
I
out,
agree.
Melissa.
Put it now.
Place
And I
the
get to
die
flip-
near your own bench and flick it toward another player's bench. If any of their pigeons are knocked
Yes!
off the
Yes.
There you
bench,
go.
they go
I got a
back to the
perfect
middle.
shot.
Oh,
Single
Sarah! Oh my goodness!
you put
Oh
too much
my-
Oh my
mustard on.
pigeon!
You put too much cinnamon on that poo.
Let's try it. I'm ready.
There we go. You gotta roll it first.
Oh.
You gotta roll.
Do I
You have to
actually
roll-
get the poo?
Yeah.
Four. I get a steal 4?
I think
You
you
get
just take
Four from.
that from the flock.
Take a total of 4
From other players. It
I'll
could
just
be
take
from
off
one
four.
or many.
2. Yeah, 3 more gotta do. now I'm the target, of course.
Yeah,
So
all right.
I'm ready.
Okay, well, I mean, I want to roll the die, and I want
Right.
to take pigeons or flick poo.
Oh, don't flick
So
them.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Come on, poo.
Yes!
All
Must
right.
be from your
Oh,
bench.
Will
From
now.
my
so,
bench.
So close.
All right, here we go.
Don't mess up like I did.
I'm gonna try
The
it.
flicking
I'm gonna
skills
try
here.
it.
That was the terriblest pill flick. That
I'm
no,
so
no,
embarrassed
That
right
is
now.
take 3
This
from
is
the
from
middle.
the
You
middle.
So embarrassed
played
right
a
now.
piece of bread.
My
and
poo
you get the
flicking
crumbs.
skills.
Right?
Alright.
I thought it was
Is there any
delicious.
cats in this
Your
game?
skills.
No.
Pigeons?
Oh, do I
We
draw
haven't got
another?
there yet,
Let
Dave.
me grab me a card. Thank you.
Alright, I'm going to let's get this bread. Take 3 pigeons from the flock.
Uh-oh.
All right.
4. I need a hard card.
I am going to play Y,
Why?
the player with the most pigeons, which is Melissa.
Whoa!
Melissa
So we
has the
both
most.
have 7.
Oh, we have the same
If
amount.
it's a tie, it
But
doesn't
Will
count.
goes
No one has to
before
take
me.
it.
Will does go before you, so Will, you must return 3 to
What's
the flock
before
of the
you?
center.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
All
Wow.
right, fine. I'll just take 3 pigeons back.
The illustrations are kind of fun.
They are.
All right.
All right, Melissa, put 2 of those back in the flock.
My poor pigeons have flown the coop.
If you
Alright,
get
well,
a full
Kevin,
board,
you're up.
you immediately
This
win.
is the
You
best
have
I
to
can do. Everyone
survive
take a
round.
pigeon.
Everybody take a pigeon.
Team player.
Oh, Will
Well,
has.
it's better than the other ones.
Mhm.
Alright. Oh, I'll
just-
do my pigeons. I haven't rolled the dice yet.
5.
Five.
Oh, did you just win?
I think you just won.
What's the end
Take
game?
5 from the middle.
Good job, Melissa.
Is that the whole game? I want one more turn.
I want to flick poo again.
Right?
I want to redeem my poo flicking. Huh?
Just grab it and do it.
Oh.
Right, see, all right, let's each flick poo once.
Flick poo.
Yeah, you got
Okay,
one.
so Sarah got one. Will flick poo.
This is just
Against
bonus content here, everybody.
Good job,
See,
you got
it's
one.
hard.
One.
My coop is very
It's-
well
Yeah,
constructed.
you're...
Oh, here we go.
Oh! Okay, so you gotta
Good job.
slide
The
it.
push flick.
That was a push.
Now we
I don't
know.
It was definitely.
So this is where Game Toppers is very important
Whoa,
to
yes.
this game to keep the die.
Well, and we watched this
Contained
played
gameplay.
at GenCon on a regular table, and every shot was like, pushing 3 booths over. They gotta go get
Where's the die?
Need yourself an upgraded gaming experience.
Oh my
Is that the last one for the show?
Yeah.
I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our Saturday morning board game show. As always, we may have a little after bonus credit material for you, so be sure you stay tuned. I don't think anybody here's even seen it yet.
No, I'm
It's gonna
so
be crazy.
excited.
It's gonna be good. Have a great weekend. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast. See you Monday. Next Thursday we have a playthrough of something. I don't remember what it is, but check our channel because you'll find it there.
Check it
And
out.
then have a great weekend, y'all.
Yes.
See you later.
Bye.
GenCon sold out, can't you feel the crowd? Games and geeks united, wow, so loud. Everdell duo cards on the table, Mandalorian adventures were ready and able. SETI from the CGE, space streams alive. Tantrum, house laughter, no need to strive. We're playing all the games on the shelf. We gather round, can't help ourselves. Oh, 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 GenCon fever, here we go. Oh, 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 aloha to the big gaming show. Oh, 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 friends in games that never fade. Oh, 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 let's play till the memories are made. Dice are rolling, snarls are wide. In this space we all collide. So many faces, joy untold. Every moment stories unfold. Setups quick as we jump right in. Losers win as it's all win-win. Tables full, hearts even fuller. Gaming together, the ultimate filler. Oh, 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 GenCon fever, here we go. Oh, 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 aloha to the big gaming show. Oh, 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 friends and games that never fade. Oh, 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 let's play till the memories are made. Oh, 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 GenCon fever, here we go. Oh, 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 aloha to the big gaming show.